the news updates. My name is Deborah. Now starting off in Angola, rapid tests compulsory since January on arrival in Angola, and ether free of charge will now be paid for. A new government decree defines the cost of 31,850 kwanzas, the equivalent of 46 euros, for a test to be carried out at the 4 de Fevereiro International Airport in Luanda. Paid but not at the time the person is tested, the amount will be charged when the airline ticket is purchased through a health-free that the airline company then hands over to the Angolan state. And away from that, in Burkina Faso, a military court on Monday began the long-awaited trial of 14 men, including the former president, accused in the assassination of Burkina Faso left-wing leader Thomas Sankara 34 years ago. The slaying of Sankara, a Pan-Africanist icon, has for years cast a shadow over the poor Sahel states, fueling its reputation for turbulence and bloodshed. Sankara and 12 others were riddled with bullets by a hit squad on October 15, 1987, during a purge that brought his friend and comrade in arms, Blaise Compaoré, to power. Another Nigerian scene, 6 women and 9 children that have been kidnapped 7 months ago have managed to escape their captors. According to officials, the women and children had to walk for 6 days until reaching safety. The 15 hostages were kidnapped separately from farming communities in Borno State, Chibok district. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum appealed to the end of fighting in the region. He said, and I quote, "I want to appeal to all Borno lives and Nigerians to continue to pray so that we can have absolute peace. As a government, we are working with security agencies and other stakeholders to enhance that our other daughters return home." End of quote. Now still in Nigeria, in apparent contradiction of its earlier stance of floating the Naira, the federal government yesterday prevailed on the Central Bank of Nigeria to allow the currency to reflect market realities. According to Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the exchange rate is artificially low, and this is deterring investors from bringing foreign exchange into the country, adding that the current practice, which places the official rate at 440 Naira, is not a realistic reflection of the nation's economic fortunes. And in more stories, workers in 63 research institutes nationwide are to begin indefinite strike tomorrow. This came as the bodies in the research institutes, Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions, Senior Staff Association of Universities, Teaching Hospitals, Research Institutes and Associated Institutions, and the Academic Staff Union of Research Institutions accused the federal government of deliberately frustrating local production of COVID-19 vaccine through inadequate funding of research institutes across the Federation. Specifically, the union indicated government of filtering away money that was mobilized to combat COVID-19 by the organized private sector and business communities. And on the foreign scene, Afghanistan's foreign minister appealed to the world for good relations but avoided making firm commitments on girls' education despite international demands to allow all Afghan children to go back to school. Almost 2 months after the former Western-backed government collapsed and insurgent forces swept into Kabul, the new Taliban administration has pushed to build relations with other countries to help stave off a catastrophic economic crisis. But the Taliban have so far refused to give ground on allowing girls to return to high school, one of the high demands of the international community, after a decision last month that schools above the 6th grade would only reopen to boys. And moving on, Taiwan officials have requested Australia to assist its bid to hitch the CPTPP Pan-Pacific Commerce Pact, which China opposes, saying Taiwan can exchange excessive know-how commerce flows and demand for Australian minerals. Help for Taiwan's bid would additionally ship a robust message to Australian companies impacted by China's current boycott of Australian merchandise. And on the sports scene, Jon Gruden has resigned as head of coach of the Las Vegas Raiders in wake of further allegation of offensive emails. It was reported on Monday the existence of numerous emails that included homophobic or misogynistic terms. And finally, Georginio Wijnaldum admits he is not completely happy at Paris Saint-Germain and feels concerned over a lack of playing time following his summer move from Liverpool. The 30-year-old left Anfield on a free transfer earlier this summer after failing to agree a new contract with the Reds, but he has struggled to make an impact under Mauricio Pochettino at the Parc des Princes, registering just 6 starts in all competitions since arriving in the French capital. And it's a wrap on News Update today. Don't forget to stay updated and connected by following all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news and programs. My name is Deborah. Bye for now.